Hi everyone, this is Steve Johnson, and in this tutorial we're starting with a picture of Ned Stark from Game of Thrones. It says, "Brace yourselves, test week is coming." Well, and the reason I show this is because of the purpose of this tutorial, which is the fact that there are many online tools out there that can help your students learn the skills necessary to effectively navigate the SBAC test. Some tools that are on the SBAC test are a calculator, a spell check, and a notepad that they can write in that can be used to help them from question to question. So let's talk about some of these things. The first we're going to focus on, the first component of this is extensions. The extensions that we're going to focus on are Google Dictionary, Calculator, Grammarly, Ginger Spell Checker, QPad, Highly, Super Simple Highlighter, Color Overlay, and Speak It. The add-ons that we're going to talk about in this tutorial are Text Help Highlight, GMath, Calculator, SAS Writing Reviser. And then we'll go over a few other things like spell check in Google Docs, voice typing, and closed captioning within YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with extensions. So extensions are Google Chrome extensions. And the way that you download a Chrome extension is by doing the following. I'm going to open up another tab. Now I'm signed into the Chrome browser. If you are not signed into the Chrome browser, you can do so by opening up Chrome, clicking up here. There should be a head with shoulders up here if you've never logged in, and then it'll give you a login option right here. Once you do that, you'll see this tab right here, this Apps button. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click on Web Store. Once you do that, all of the names of the extensions that I mentioned, you can search for them right here by typing them in and hitting enter. You can see that you can download apps, games, extensions, and themes from the Chrome Web Store. When you download them, they will show up. When you download extensions, that is, they will show up right here in your Chrome browser. So the first one that I want to discuss is Google Dictionary. Very helpful for students. Let's say the students are reading an article and they don't understand a word. Well, instead of opening another tab or going to a dictionary on the desk, they just click on this extension right here. And let's say the word they don't understand is epilogue. Type in epilogue, hit enter, and the definition pops up right there. This is a really good way. It's not too intrusive. It's a way that students can quickly get definitions and then move forward. So that's really helpful. Another extension that mirrors the SBAC test is the calculator extension right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And as it pops up, you can see it looks kind of like an old iPhone, iOS looking calculator. And this is great too, not obtrusive. Students can be working in a Google Doc or have their laptop open if they're working with a piece of paper and a pencil. And they can use the laptop as a calculator really easily right in the browser. So really handy. The next one I want to talk about is called Grammarly. So Grammarly is right here. I'll click on it like that. And you can see that it has this icon right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an email message. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go to my mail. And I'm going to compose a message. And as I compose the message, you'll see that Grammarly, since it's enabled within my Chrome browser, Grammarly will give me editing advice to a mistake that I'm going to make. So I'll go ahead and I'll click compose right here. And in the message of the email, I'll just write hello there. Now, I didn't write the H. So Grammarly pops up. It finds a problem. You can see it's thinking right here. And when I hover over it, Grammarly gives me options as to what I possibly wanted to say. Of course, what I wanted to say is hello, so I can click right there. This is a great tool for adults and students to proofread what you write before you send it and to give you suggestions of what maybe you should be writing. So it's a really cool little tool right there. Okay, another one that you could use is called, right here, I got a picture of it. I don't have it downloaded, but it's called Spell Checker and Grammar Checker by Ginger. So if you want to check that one out, just go ahead and enter Ginger, which within Chrome, within the web browser store, and that'll pop up for you. Another one that's really great is called QPad. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. This is QPad. That's just the letter Q and then pad. And students can save in this little notepad right here notes as they're doing research or collaborating. This is the same type of option that's in the SBAC test. So having students start now or at the beginning of the year next year, taking notes in an app like this will just help them to do the same thing and take notes when they're in the test. So definitely a good thing to check out. The next one is Highly. Highly is a highlighting extension. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how you can use this. I'm going to Brain Pickings right now, which is just a website that I like to read. And let's say I want to highlight. Let's say I like this first sentence. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Highly extension icon right there. I'm going to highlight now this first sentence and let go. Now you can see that when I hover over it, I can share this highlight. I can click on the share button. I can share on the social media, or I can email it to myself, which is really helpful. If I sign into Highly, which I'm not right now, but if I did, then this highlight would be saved whenever I visit this website, which is really cool. So if there's websites that students visit many times, if they highlight this with Highly and are logged in, it will remember the highlight the next time they go to the website. Pretty cool, pretty darn cool. So another way that you could go about it, if you don't like that extension but you want a different highlight extension, is Super Simple Highlighter. So same idea. Go ahead and highlight text in a web page, and then right mouse click. When you do so, you can see that Super Simple Highlighter is there now, and you have different colors. So I can highlight it like that, highlighted in red, and now when I leave and come back, this will remain highlighted. I don't need to log in when I'm using Super Simple Highlighter. If I want to get rid of the highlights, I can just click on this little icon right here, and I can click the X right here, and it'll take the highlight off. So again, super great tool that really gets kids ready to, as they manipulate the Chrome browser, it gets them used to those same types of techniques when doing the SBAC. There's another one that I have not downloaded, but you might find kind of helpful, called Color Overlay. Color Overlay is great. It's a color filter that makes text more readable. There might be students who need a different color put on a web page. So definitely something to keep in mind that you might want to incorporate in your classroom. And another one, the last extension I'm going to talk about right now is called Speak It. And you can see that I've downloaded the extension. It's right here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight the sentence I've been highlighting in my other examples. And now I'm going to click on Convert Text to Speech. Now,
Galileo of the Mind and Begot of Medicine, Oliver Sacks, July 9, 1933, August 30th, 2015. Consider his patients more instructed than any book.
So this is great for a lot of students. This is going to be a game changer because let me go and stop this. Sorry about that. So you can see that students who might need that extra help, put in some headphones, put them on, read the text in a web page, and listen to someone reading it as they're doing so. That's very powerful. So definitely keep that in mind for Chrome extensions you might want your students to download. Okay, the next thing we're going to jump into is add-ons. All right, add-ons are different than Chrome extensions. Chrome extensions go right here. Add-ons get downloaded within an app, such as Google Docs, which is what I'm in right here. So the way that you can begin downloading add-ons is you click on the word add-on right here within a Google Doc. You can also do this in a sheet or a form, and you click on Get Add-ons. Now you can see there are a ton of free add-ons. When you have a check mark right there, that means you've downloaded it. But you can download a ton of free ones, and I'm going to talk about some different ones right now that I really like. The first one that I really like is called Text Help Highlight. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Add-ons. I've already downloaded it, so here it is, Text Help Study Skills Highlight. I'm going to go to Show Highlighting Tools, and you can see that on the right-hand side, this little window pops out, and you can select a color for what you're going to highlight things, and you can collect the text that's typed. You can collect that highlighted stuff right here by clicking on this button. So definitely a great add-on for highlighting in documents. Another one, if you're trying to figure out a way to use math within your instruction, GMath is great. So you can create math expressions, graphs, statistical display, or even a handwriting entry. When I click on it, you can see that it also pops up on the right-hand side right here in a panel. And you can do speech to math. You can edit from the doc right here. You can pre-build expressions, and they're all right here. So it makes it very easy to do mathematical equations within a Google Doc. Another thing that might help out on the SBAC test. There's also a calculator. I know that I explained the calculator you can download as an extension, but another one that you can download is right here in a Google Doc. So you just go ahead and download the calculator one and click Start once it's downloaded. And again, on the right-hand side, it'll pop up. So you don't have to leave the doc or even go up here now to use a calculator. The last add-on that I want to show you guys is called SAS Writing Reviser. I'm going to go ahead and open it right here. This one is really cool. It's a suite of tools that provides guidance and support throughout the revision stages of the writing process. So it gives feedback. If you log in and a student uses it, you can get feedback on weak verbs, like excess or extra prepositional phrases, faulty sentence structure, things like that. English teachers in junior high would probably really love this, but I think really any teacher that's teaching their students to write would also find this valuable. So this is the last add-on I want to talk about, and it's definitely something worth looking into. The other few things before I sign off, remember, spell check is always in Google Docs. Spell check is a part of the SBAC test. So if you misspell something, like, it's going to pop up. You're going to be able to see that. You can go to Tools and Spelling, and it'll give you spelling suggestions. If I wrote a little bit more, a spelling suggestion would probably pop up for this one. Voice typing. Voice typing is also something that you can use. If you go to Tools, you go to Voice Typing right here and click on that, and then click on Click to Speak. Hello, my name is Steve Johnson, period. That's also really helpful for students to actually get something on the page, and then maybe they can print it out or share it with a teacher, and then they can get feedback, which is going to help them type and write better in the future because they'll have more experience with getting something on the page. And the last thing that I want to show you before I take off is YouTube closed captioning. This is something that might be available within the SBAC test, so it's definitely something to keep in mind. I'm going to go to some 3-minute thrillers that I created. I'll just click on this first one that I see. And the way that you do closed captioning, my voice will pop up. Click right here. So you can see that when I click on this little button right here, what I was saying in this other video I created is showing up right here as closed captioning. Okay, so just to quickly review everything that I talked about, extensions. All of these extensions are ones that I quickly showed you. They can all be really helpful for preparing students for the SBAC and for just getting them used to using a computer and using the tools that might be available to them on the test. These add-ons are also helpful for the test, but just for general usage too, day-to-day within the classroom. These add-ons will really help as well. And then remember, always use spell checking in Google Docs, get them ready for the SBAC. Voice typing could be really great for many students, especially just to get something on the page. And then closed captioning within YouTube could be very helpful as well, especially if students need that extra support. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.